Subscribe or they will haunt you. What are some little known relationship green flags? Asking follow-up questions about their stories instead of just offering comparative experiences. Shows they are trying to understand and learn instead of just relate. While we were dating, my now wife would always put on a fake diamond ring whenever she would go out with her girlfriends. When I noticed it once and asked her about it, she said she would do it because it would discourage most, certainly not all, guys from hitting on her. It showed the type of person she was and was such a simple and easy gesture that no one I ever dated before had ever done. I obviously had to replace that fake one with a real one. Being good with animals. When I met my current partner, we spent 3 consecutive days together. I generally don't like anyone in my personal space for more than a few hours. I also cried when he left to go home. We were long distance at the time. That's how I knew he was the one. These are all great, but here's one that matters more for the longer term. Being competent at life. I'm not saying being rich or having a fantastic job or anything. I mean someone who is able to set a goal and work towards achieving it. No matter what that is, it makes a huge difference in life. Someone who can do that is less likely to sabotage your marriage for selfish/immature reasons. Someone who can do that probably won't drag you down with credit card debt. They have impulse control, so they probably won't cheat on you or leave you for some stupid reason. That person is a keeper. Arguments are productive and fair. You listen to each other even when you're angry. They can still be difficult, and everyone gets too angry sometimes. But if one or both of you is constantly mad and fixating on the same issue, it's time to go to therapy or get out of there. They're happy you have your own things you're into. You're happy they have their own things they're into. There's no battle of preferences. No nasty little hobby is done comments. Not a helpful comment. But I just wanted to say reading these gave me back some faith in humanity and reminded me of all the wonderful people in my life that I'm lucky enough to have experienced these green flags with. Thanks Reddit. They text you first, makes you feel good, and you know they genuinely wanna talk and like your presence. I'm an hour ahead of my partner. Usually I'm the first to send a cute good morning type text, and I switch them up a little each day. Well, Sunday night/Monday morning I took off from work and was able to sleep in. Waking up to her sending the first move had me smiling like crazy. Was such a good feeling knowing it is reciprocated back to me. Maybe this is just me, but when someone doesn't care too much about people's opinions of them, like when they aren't afraid to act goofy in front of people they don't know. I absolutely love people that don't take themselves too seriously. Calling/texting just to see how you're doing, even if they don't need anything. Edit. Use the wrong you're despite being a grandma fanatic. Putting the shopping cart back. The ultimate litmus for being a good person. It's the small things. The doing something just because it will make your partner smile and expecting/wanting nothing in return. A few months ago I was having a bad day and had texted my partner about the basics, and he said to head over to his place after work. I showed up so defeated by the day, opened the door, and my dog is there. He had spoken with my parents, picked up my dog from their house because he knew that's what I needed. He was cooking dinner and told me to just go cuddle on the bed with my dog while he took care of everything else. That's when I knew he and I were in it for the long haul. It feels easy, effortless, unforced, natural. This is a good sign of a real connection. Compromise feels like second nature. You both breath thoughtfulness and consideration towards each other. You figure things out together. You see each other, respect each other, and appreciate each other. Very subtle things that show they're a genuine person. Remembering things that you've told them and following up is definitely a good sign. They actually want to spend time with you. You recommend them a book or movie and they actually take the time to check it out. Once I dated a guy who would lie about watching things I recommended. I didn't figure it out at first, but when he told me that, I felt so heartbroken. Why? You want your partner to be happy and not the other way around. Oftentimes people want to be in a relationship to solely make themselves happy. Edit. My point is different from making your partner happy and completely forgetting your own happiness. They respect your food issues, weather preferences, allergies, etc. Bonus points. They defend you to their blood relatives. When you like the person that you become when you're with them. Everyone projects a different version of themselves around different people, and if you don't like who you become when you're with someone, it's probably not going to be the healthiest relationship. Your so should bring out the best in you. They trust you to stay at their apartment alone. Yeah, I thought I was the only one. The first time my partner said I could stay at his place in the morning to sleep in, when he ran errands, made me feel so good. I drink a lot of water and sometimes my BF would stay until late, and I would fall asleep. Before leaving he always made sure I had a glass full of water on my nightstand in case I woke up thirsty. It's always the small details. Edit. I drink a healthy amount of water. Thank you for your concern, lol. You don't feel like they are playing games. Communication is direct, and you don't feel too nervous about what you should or shouldn't do or say. And you're not worried about what they do or don't do or say. Some butterflies is normal, of course. Edit. To clarify, my point here is it's possible to meet someone who, right from the beginning, you're not overly concerned about your interactions. You don't have to think too much about what to text them or when. Same with calls. They don't leave you wondering about when they will respond to you and what delaying means. They don't say or do cryptic things that you have to go home and call in a panel of friends to analyze. This is not to say that, in the beginning, you shouldn't take care to be on your better behavior and not to overshare. This is not game playing, it's being considerate, active listening. Not just being there while you talk, acutely giving opinions, advice if asked for, and generally caring for the conversion. Bonus. Active listening during an argument. Not trying to win, but trying to resolve the problem. Edit. Grammar. Telling the little details about your day. There's something really precious about that, and you feel in tune with the other person. Listening to you, and remembering the things you've said. Back when me and my boyfriend started dating, he'd sometimes bring up things that I've said before. My favorite foods, candies, etc. Made me super happy and could tell he genuinely cared. Laughter. And also, I've been with my partner for 40 years this month, and I still smile when I see him across a room. He still makes me laugh, and my heart soars when I think of him. Honesty. Genuine interest in each other's hobbies. Don't have to do them, but at least support it. Strong communication. You feel like you're hanging out with your best friend, except you wanna smash. Being able to emotionally connect even after an argument. Non-sexual compliments. I feel like there's a lot of detailed examples that largely boil down to two things: empathy and emotional maturity. When you're on a road trip and your partner feeds you fries and helps you drink your soda or whatever. I think that's such a nice simple gesture of kindness. Came home from working a 12-hour shift one night to a full dinner with my favorite dessert. Never had a girlfriend just decide to cook me a full meal for me to come home to like that. The ability to coexist in very companionable silence. You don't feel like you're competing for their time. You're just loved. Even when they are busy, you don't have to worry. People think you need to spend all your time with someone. You don't. But the feeling of being loved removes any jealousy or insecurities. You just know it's good.